Hello from the Copenhagen airport. The reason I decided to share a bit of my trip is because just 2 weeks ago I said that I've never done backpacking, and here we are. Today I'm gonna be staying at the hostel, which costed me 13 euros a night. I'm a bit scared, I don't know what to expect, but let's see. Let's see what you can get in Copenhagen for 13 euros a night.
Perfect.
So convenient these days with the Google Maps, so you don't have to be like, excusez-moi, I speak only 2 words of your language, but could you explain me super complicated directions? You just open it and it tells you where to go. I just got into my room and decided to take a chance while nobody's here to show how it looks like. The first thing I can say is pretty clean. You have like a little shower, and here is the bathroom, which belongs to the room, which is not shared, which is nice. I mean, it's not on the floor. And the bunk beds are like this. And they also seem to be clean. I don't know, I will be totally fine sleeping on it. By the way, my bed is bed 4, so it's this one on the first floor. So it's this lower one. Oh, I even have my own, or not. What? Sorry, I got interrupted, my roommate just arrived. So yeah, my first impression overall is really good, because it's clean, it's unbelievably cheap. I mean, once I had a gift card from my work, so I could stay in a Scandic hotel, and the gift card was for 200 euros, and that was not enough to stay for a weekend in Copenhagen. Now I'm paying 13 euros a night. The location is better than the location of that Scandic hotel. The bed is clean. I don't know, I was really scared that it will be something disgusting, but it's white and adorable. And I even have this socket, as you can see, to charge the phone, and the reading light, and I never forget earplugs and the sleeping mask, so I think sleeping should be fine as well. Also, you get this drawer to store your stuff. So overall, I'm super happy. I will let you know how the night went. I'm in the hallway off to explore Copenhagen a bit. I'm not really gonna explore it, I've been here like 4 times before. I'm just basically gonna eat. So I'm not gonna do a travel vlog about my one-day trip to Copenhagen. I'm just actually having a long stop over here on my way to Spain. But if I may, I would like to recommend you just one thing in this city. A few years ago, I accidentally walked into this pastry shop with unpronounceable name, Hostel, and bought the pastry, which blew my mind. It's not too sweet, it has nuts inside, the pink cream is super tasty, and the fresh berries on top make it so good. I'm not even a huge fan of pastries, but every time I am in Copenhagen, I eat one of these. Unbelievable! I'm literally 5 minutes walk away from New Haven, which is probably the main attraction of Copenhagen, and I'm paying 13 euros a night. I remember when I was staying in this fancy Scandic hotel, I had to walk like 20-25 minutes to get here. People stay in hostels. I just came back from my walk. I noticed that 2 more beds got occupied, so we have now 4 out of 6 beds occupied. Apparently it's quite a popular hostel because it's November and Wednesday night. So it's a real low season, but still you have a lot of guests. I've just been to the common area. It's pretty busy. Everyone is drinking beer and talking. I think one of the best things about this hostel is that you get your own shower and your own bathroom, because, you know, usually in the hostels they're somewhere on the floor, so you share it with 57 more people. Here you share them only with your roommate. The only problem I can point out so far is that I think one of the guys who stayed here is overusing the perfume a little bit. So the whole room smells like his perfume now. But I think I can deal with that. The plan for the night is to go downstairs, get maybe a drink, and work a bit on my computer. Work on planning my holiday, which is starting tomorrow. Good morning. So I'm going to the airport right now after my first night in the hostel. It was okay. I mean, I came into the room at 10:30. Everyone was already kind of asleep, so I had to do everything in the darkness. The bed was comfortable. The only problem is we did have one guy who was snoring, and even though I had the earplugs, I still could hear him sometimes. So I don't know, maybe next time it's better to take a room with girls only. At least they snore a bit less, I mean, statistically. Also in the morning I had to get up at 6 and everyone was still sleeping, so I needed to get up and go also in the darkness. But given the price, I think these are really small inconveniences, and if you're on a budget, this option definitely beats the hotel. Okay, now I have to run to the airport. I hope I didn't leave too late. Bye. Hey again, just wanted to add a few more details about my hostel experience. Well, first of all, I think maybe I got lucky, because I mean, the price was unbelievably low. It was 13 euros a night in Copenhagen. It's one of the very expensive cities. And maybe the fact that it was November and Wednesday played a role, and probably in the summer it's more expensive. Because for 13 euros a night, I was expecting to sleep in some trash can, but as you have seen, it was much better than trash can. You had to pay a bit extra for a towel or a locker if you wanted to use one. I remember the towel was 4 euros. But still, the price is unbelievably low. Also, I guess not every hostel is gonna be as great, but still, if you compare price-value ratio, I think for one night stays, or like 1 or 2 night stays, hostels definitely win. I mean, imagine how much food you can buy with that money that you're saving on a hotel. Then I noticed that people of all ages have been represented in that hostel. We had students, we had parents with their teenagers, and also there were elderly people too. In terms of socializing, the common area was split into 2 parts. One was for people who want to peacefully sit with their laptops, that's where I was. But then there was a second part of that area, and there people were loud, drinking beer, playing table football. And I think if you want to meet new people and talk to someone, you need to go to that area. I was just quietly sitting with my laptop and drinking beer. What else? Hostel provides some entertainment. I mean, they have this advertisements of free walking tour. Well, you know, the tours where you come for free, but then in the end you tip the guide. Then I think it was possible also to rent a bike there and even sign up for a bicycle tour, which is pretty cool. And also they had an ice bar. It's like a bar where furniture is made out of ice. I didn't get there, but on the pictures it looked really good. Overall, I think my experience was very positive. The only tip I can give you: never ever 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 forget to take earplugs and a sleeping mask if you're staying in a hostel or go on any trip, because those are really lifesavers. I think that's it. I hope you found this information somewhat useful. That's it for now. See you in the next video. Bye!